Good day, peeps, and welcome back to Kentucky Route Zero. Now, in the last episode, we got a really good look at what the Zero actually is. And the Zero is... well, it's freaky. We don't know quite what it is, we just kind of experienced it, and it seems like it's this indirect highway that takes you all sorts of pretty surreal places, included an office where on the 3rd floor there is nothing but bears. But anyways... I'm gonna agree to your offer, Shannon, so you can finally take me to where I need to go because I'm not exactly sure myself. Maybe I just need to go to the bureau? He said we need to go to the bureau, right? Act 2, Scene 3. Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Reclaimed Spaces, right, I didn't quite get that part. Reclaimed Spaces. But yeah, so is this like an interdimensional highway or something? Because everyone seems to be acting normal about it, like it's just existed for ages, so I guess this is normal to them. Hello? Back so soon? Can we talk to Lula? I'm afraid she left in a big hurry, actually. Something happened with your meeting? Pretty interested in the gas station attendant. I don't know who that is, but she did seem distressed. Well, heading back to the interstate? I can process you whenever you're ready to go back, just let me know. Got a few more things to see down here. I guess we're ready to proceed. Here's Lula's card. Can you tell us how to get to this address? We're looking for Dr. Truman. Oh, of course, this is in the neighborhood just outside of Bowling Green. Get on the 65 going southwest, and take a right just past the observatory just before the river. If you continue north, you'll be there shortly. Happy to help. Oh, okay, is this on the Zero or... well, I guess I don't get an option. Oh! We're not in the Zero anymore. Okay. Dr. Truman's house. Get on the 65 going southwest. Okay. Past the observatory. Continue north. Just past the observatory, just before the river. Okay, so this is the 65 going southwest. No, southwest. Equus Oils. That's actually just... no, we know. Joseph has fallen asleep in his chair. Oh, we did check it. Okay. Just past the observatory, before the river, going north. Right? Dr. Truman's house. Hey! This is actually pretty cool, navigating this map. The neighborhood at the address on Lula's car has been demolished. In its place is a large museum, still partially under construction. Okay. What? I just want to see a doctor. My leg is probably really infected. I might be dying, but who knows? I don't care. Oh, okay. Shannon, what do you say about this situation? Flora. I heard the man and the lady talking when they first came in, but they didn't see me. What? What were they talking about? The man said his leg was hurting him. They were looking for Dr. Truman, but he was already gone. But they didn't know, so they just kept looking around. What? Who is watching me? It's not even raining, I think. I just assumed they were from the power company. You know how they were always coming by unannounced and messing with this or that. Just shut myself up in my room to wait it out. No sense in getting involved. Definitely weren't from the power company. Well, I wouldn't complain if they were, really. With that storm going on, I know they have to do their business. Doesn't affect me. I've got my generator, but... you know, some of these folks around here are prepared. Totally unprepared. Hey, dog. Oh yeah, he was talking to his dog. Guy was a weirdo. Doesn't seem that weird. He didn't see the guy. Tall, kinda stooped over, limping bad. Looked like an old drunk if you ask me. I bet they were both drunks, breaking in here looking for a place to sleep it off. I just feel bad for that old dog, getting dragged all over by a couple of drunks. Old dog like that should be sleeping on a porch somewhere, but that's loyalty for you. Well, they didn't stay long anyway. Are we leaving? What in the heck is going on? Whoa, okay. Hi. What? Hello? Oh, this looks so cool. I was playing in that empty cabin and they came by. They asked about Dr. Truman. I know where he went, but didn't tell them. Did you talk about where did Dr. Truman go? It's a secret. Ursa told me I can't tell anyone else. What did the strangers say? The lady asked me about my parents and I told them they were upstairs in the greenhouse. Want to hear a weird story? Of course I do. The old man asked me about the cabin. He said it looked like another house he knew. And he wanted to know where it came from. I told him nobody lived there, so he went inside. He took a long time exploring. When he came back out, he told me all about it. What did he find in the cabin? Went upstairs and he looked around the other rooms. I played with a dog. What did he do upstairs? He looked in some boxes. He looked out the window. He could see the museum better than when he was downstairs. He could tell how it was all put together, and the cabin too. He could see the shape of it better from here. Now the part that is weird. He said he went into the basement. That cabin doesn't have a basement. He said he found a staircase in the closet. What? Secret door in the floor. Then he found a rope leading down a long pit, and he climbed down. It was long, his arms got very tired, and he fell into the dark. What? He didn't get hurt though. Crawled through a tunnel where he found a hidden garden. What is it with the giant aphids? The garden was very beautiful. He felt so calm he fell asleep. He woke up on the floor of the cabin. He came back outside and we said goodbye, and I didn't talk to them anymore. What? How? Why? Can I get an explanation? This is weird. Oh. I can't say I'm not digging it though. I have a feeling this is going somewhere. So well, can I leave now? James, I guess they must have gone through some papers here. I was in the disarray and a few folders were pulled out and left on the table. I mean, it wasn't too bad. Only noticed cause Diane is such a stickler. She's really organized, I mean. What folders were they looking at? Yeah, mostly stuff about the building site, I guess. They had a list of all the homes we relocated here. A list of original residences we leveled before we leveled the neighborhood. I guess they were looking for some old residents. They pulled out a list of folks who didn't take the offer, folks who moved elsewhere. But they filed that back, out of order, so I guess they didn't find what they were looking for there. Hey, while I have you here, work's kind of slowed down, and it seems like I know you folks know what you're doing. But it seems like the residents are just kind of settling in. We'll get our boys back to work soon. Yeah, sure, I get you. You happen to get that last invoice? So these like different houses. Oh, I want to read about this game. I want to read other people's opinion about it because it's so... It really is like weird. Huh, there it is. Yeah, they came by and knocked on the window, and we had a bit of a talk through the glass. I would have come out, but, you know, shady characters. They seem suspicious. I already told you, weirdos walking around door to door asking about Dr. Truman. This late at night? I told them what I know, but in this weather? What do you know about Dr. Truman? I told him he moved here with the rest of us when you folks brought up the neighborhood, and then one day his house was gone. That's all I know about that. I don't want to talk about that anymore. So people live here. We know, right? This is so weird. I heard them banging on the door out there, and I just stayed quiet because I didn't know what they wanted. I just put my headphones on and tried to ignore them, to tell you the truth. Sir, do you live in a container? Do you live just in a straight up trash container? That's a bit what it looks like. Or tent. Hello? Do you want to talk? I'll break down your little tent if you don't tell me. They were hollering at that empty tent you folks have on display. Hey, if you ever need anyone to stay in there, I've been in worse positions. So people live in the museum? Oh, there you go. Hi. Why is this a floating house? Do you know, at first I thought it might have been Hudson walking up to visit. I heard him walking on his boat just a bit earlier, before the storm started. Then I saw a stranger's limping gait and the young woman with him, and I knew it couldn't be. I invited them in for a glass of bourbon, which they politely declined, so I just asked them up on the porch to talk for a bit. What was the young woman like? She was very sharp and mechanically minded. We talked a bit about the construction of my house. She was worried for a friend. Do you know, I don't believe either of them have ever set foot on a houseboat before. I don't know that older man had ever seen an ocean, in fact. It has always been my fondest dream to retire on a houseboat, and that's why I accepted your offer and moved here. It isn't perfect, but what home ever is. I only wish the house would sway a bit. I find that it settles my nerves. Well, if we have another storm, maybe like the last one. So you live on a houseboat indoors? I would like to say I get you, dude, but I don't think I get ya. But what are all these residents doing in this, like... What are they doing here? Hello? Oh, why? What? Can we go up? Come on, Homer. We got places to go, places to be. There we go. Sorry, just eating some chips. I have to say the visuals in this game are really awesome. Like, I just love that. Yeah, let's use the umbrella. I love how it all just spins, you know? Hey, who lives up here? They wouldn't come in, just rushing around. You could say they were worn and it was late at night, but just rushing around. Well, there was some urgency to the older man's injury, so it's understandable. What was that? Was that an eagle? His leg was twisted or something. He held it while he walked and made these painful little sounds in his throat. Oh, how? I don't know, I didn't ask. It would have been rude, I think. Well, we just don't know. I suppose we never will. What? Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess. Can I keep walking this way? I guess so. Oh, so this is like the random people reporting to the staff when these random people just show up. Which is us. What is with the eagle? I heard a shout from downstairs. The old man stumbled in the rain and swayed it inside with the lights off. There's no sense in my getting involved. Well, so you're not of much help, I'm guessing. This is like a huge settlement. And that bird just straight up carried a house. I didn't see or hear a thing all night. I was just in the back doing inventory when they came by. I got 30 cases of candles in, and each one of those has got to be individually labeled, you know. But I heard from some other neighbors that they weren't up to any harm, just passing through. People are very untrustworthy in this situation. Hi, person standing in the rain. Isra, that's the... you talk with a kid, right? I saw you folks drive up. I like your truck. What kind of truck is that? We got a couple of them at the shop, but this one only runs. Oh yeah, with that truck you gotta keep it up. That's why me and Julian don't use a truck. We just carry the houses. Carry the houses? Is that the bird? Who's Julian? Julian's my brother, a lot bigger and stronger, and he's got more feathers than me, but he's still my brother. That is the bird! Why do you have a bird brother? Where are your parents? Well, I don't know where they are. Me and Julian were looking for them for a while, but... well, now we have a job to do. Gotta move these houses. Where do you take the houses? Me and Julian take them out the forest every night, and then we bring them back by dawn, before the museum opens. Why do you take them to the forest? This museum is an okay place to live in the daytime, but it's no good at night. Folks just can't sleep in a place like this. Well, they do it, we give them nightmares. So we take them out in the forest to sleep, and then we bring them back in the morning. I'm getting pretty tired myself. He hurt his leg. We're looking for Dr. Truman to help him out. Is he out in the forest? Yes, ma'am. He's out in the forest. Me and Julian took him out there a few nights ago, and he didn't want to come back. He lives there all the time now. Can you tell us how to get there? You have to follow the Green River way out east, and then hop over to Lake Cumberland. The roads don't go there. But me and Julian can take you. We were just about to go anyway. We just gotta call him over. I am not gonna make those sounds, but... are you literally summoning, like... is this like Lord of the Rings style, just huge eagle? Oh my good god, it is. My umbrella! Hey! Never go to Kentucky, folks. They got the birds from Lord of the Rings. Oh my god, that looks so awesome. God, that looks cool. Look at the animation of that too. It's so smooth. God, that's awesome. But okay, can I decide where to go? Oh god, okay, forest. You have to follow the Green River way out east, then hop over Lake Cumberland. So east is this way. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. Well, that's not a wheel, really. We should more have a majestic eagle. Act 2, Scene 5. A forest. Okay. Wait, is that... what I'm playing is Urza now. Oh my god, that looks awesome. Excuse me, oh, wait. I want to screenshot this. There we go. Hope that didn't do anything to my recording, but... oh... it's okay, just take it easy. I'll just close my eyes for a bit. I think that's a good idea. Just take some strain off your leg for a minute, and then we'll keep going. Why is this delivery so important to you? It's my last delivery. Oh, you retiring or something, or... sorry. The set's closing up the shop. That's, damn. God, this is awesome! So cool and atmospheric. How'd you come with these people? How'd you come with these people? I bet you were pretty wild when you were younger. When I'm old like you, I'll still be wild. Well, you have like an eagle brother. I don't think it gets any more wild than that. Oh, but I love like some, like... oh, look at the trees and the way. I have no idea how that works around that bird, by the way. What is tree and what is not tree? I don't know, but I don't think I'm meant to know. Wait, are you the same guys from before? The Bluegrass dudes? I hope you are, because that would be really awesome. Hi, Conway. Oh, that is so cool. I know I'm not really adding anything to this and I should just be silent, but once again, I don't know whether or not if this is copyrighted, and I don't want to get video shut down because of that, so I'm trying to speak over it. Shouldn't be much farther now. I think I can see where the settlement ends over there. This forest is full of the woods go on forever. Well, no forest goes on forever. At some point, there's always a road or something. A parking lot. But next so defeated, okay? I'm just thinking about getting back. I just need some rest. I'm almost there. Dr. Truman will have a nice couch or something for you to rest on, and some medicine or something. I don't know. What's up? Have you ever been here in the winter? Bet it's freezing. I figured it's dark so early. Oh, that... Whoa! Do you see that? Like the tent only appearing from... Oh my god. This has got to be like one of my favorite scenes of this game. Do I hear apes? Like monkeys? Do you have any family you're close with? A brother or sister, kids? I have a brother, but I wouldn't say we're close. What does he do? Some kind of banker. Just my age. Retired. Retired? Can't imagine. Well, I probably hate it anyway. You never talked to him? Nah, I burned that bridge pretty bad. Who knows? I guess I always was closest with Reaver, as close as someone can be with a girl like that. She was always on her own wavelength, but we were the same age growing up, and everyone else was so busy. That is pretty loud! When she disappeared, I got angry, and I guess I just stayed that way. I never really understood her, but I knew her. It's lonely sometimes without someone like that around. Sorry, You're a good listener. Come with me, Homer. God, I didn't even notice the moon. Or I did, but... You're a fast kid. Is this the house? He's inside with Dr. Truman. Are you coming in? Huh. Sure, I'll come in. Dr. Truman lets me watch TV sometimes. My folks never watch TV, but I like the way it looks. You said you lost track of your family earlier? Yeah. It's easy to get lost, especially out in the woods like this. I never really got lost, though. I just look out for Julian. He's always around. My folks had a really nice house, bigger than any of these houses. But it made them worried all the time. Then the bank took it back. Went to sleep at the bus station, but I could never get to sleep. So I just went out to fly around every night with Julian. We flew really far and we never got lost, but when we came back in the morning, they were all gone. We'll help you look for them. Yeah, okay. Maybe we can go looking again later tonight. Let's go see what's on TV. Good idea. It's What's up, Dr. Truman? Is this the Truman Show? Your leg doesn't look bad from here, but then again, it's all polygons. And yeah, I think during that exit interview, it's when I realized how badly they had me. But how else can you pay for medical school? I have college friends with deaths like that. You can't expect to pay that back unless you're planning to sell painkillers on the side or something. Or, you know, some kind of administrative thing. I don't know. Have you seen what arthritis did to my grandmother? And my best friends in high school destroy his wrists building synthesizers. I mean, he was like 17. Ailments of the joints and limbs just seemed important to me. Hope that answers your question. Getting a scholarship with a pharmaceutical company has a lot of strings attached, but at least I have somewhere to practice, even if I have to follow their market trends a little bit. And hey, thanks to all those seminars, I'm an expert on the medical uses of neupronol TM. It's not so bad. So about that leg, what happened exactly? My leg got crushed by falling rocks. Let's just be too cryptic about it. Crushing injury. Yeah, those can be pretty bad. Everything gets all compressed and there's a lot of little pieces to... You know what? Never mind. Let's take a look. How bad could it be, right? It could be pretty bad. Those are like famous last words. Little guy wears a tie even. You look like a little boy from the 20s. Like, did Timmy fall down the well? Oh, Tim. Like wearing one of those lad caps. Irish lad caps. Or Jacksepticeye caps. What are they singing about? They're singing about hard times. Yeah, everybody has it pretty rough right now. Even you just want to go home. You'll have problems, like it'll be too dark or you'll get scared. Maybe you can just... Maybe just stay lost in the dark. Maybe. I don't know which one of these. It's hard sometimes, but things have a way of working themselves out. Dr. Toom is going to help your friend. He'll be okay. I hope my southern accent isn't too bad, by the way. I'm not even, like... English isn't even my mother tongue, so I don't know why I'm trying it, but I wanted some different voices. There's nothing we can't handle. You might have a few things to look out for in the future. Be a bit gentler with that leg or the way you walk, but you'll be okay. I've dealt with similar cases before. So the anesthetic we'll use is called neupronol TM. It's pretty experimental, but it's more appropriate in cases like to start the process and then we'll just have a normal conversation as the neupronol TM takes effect. Then I'll get started. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So let's talk about building for a moment. Oh god. Oh, I feel a bit woozy. Oh god. Cool scene. Sorry, I have to take pictures. It's awesome. What is happening? Oh, I hear that creaking. You hear that? That's so nice. Sorry, that was my chip. End of Act 2. Okay. So I don't know if this is just gonna continue straight until the next one, but wow. That was a really cool ending. You know, because that's like the thing I think about artsy games. I don't mind them being a bit convoluted. I don't mind them not making sense all the time. But if they just make sense to the point of being confusing and not really interesting, that's when obviously that's when I lose interest, because sometimes it feels like it's just being a bit too cryptic and I don't have the time to sit and analyze every single part of this game. But, you know, while I didn't get a lot of the Zero stuff, it doesn't mean you have to. I just think there's some part of this game that I have to accept that don't make sense. So I'm actually, the thing I said about making theories and stuff about how this would all make sense, I don't really wanna. I actually just wanna enjoy this for what it is, and if that kid has a giant bird for a brother, then I'll be fine with that kid having a giant bird for the brother. But yeah, this game is cool. Like, it's so well crafted too. Like, even though it's just polygonal and you would think there isn't a lot to the art style at first, the way it like moves in 3D and it like phases out and then like in and out between realities, and the way it just the way it looks, it's so cool. And I think it's really, the low contrast colors definitely fit for this game. But anyways, I really like this game and I'm excited to see what's gonna happen next. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.